finishes for Huybrechts, but it's another one of those legs where you think it's just a matter of time before he takes it. And Graham Hall is just too much of that. Too many stray darts. On a bogey number, no pressure.
Game shot.
And no problem for Kim. 15 darter. 5-3 leads. Got that little bit of daylight opened up that he had earlier on in the game himself. But this is for a breaker throw. For 5-all.
54.
Oh my word, that's close. Kim Huybrechts has a chance and he needs to take it, really. Good guide for the treble. But it's nowhere near.
75.
And that's no real help to him. I mean, it's just a dart thrown in anger. It's a silly dart to go at the bull there. Double 5. And Graham Hall has levelled this game. He has the darts in a last leg decider. How did we get to this point? He is 16 points behind on the averages. He's had to survive a match dart. He has been so off it for so much of this game, but he might have just enough. Could he? He's got a match dart. Oh my word. He has very nearly stolen that game away from Kim Huybrechts, and he's still favoured to do so unless Kim can pull out a massive check out of his own. And he might do it. Match dart Huybrechts double 12. Oh, Kim Huybrechts. That is astonishing. And look at the celebration. He thought that game had got away from him. Kim Huybrechts pulls out a 1-4-4 checkout to break Graham Hall's throw and break his heart. We very nearly saw one of the biggest acts of robbery we have ever seen. It'd be Brinksmat, Ronnie Biggs and Graham Hall beating Kim Huybrechts in Barnsley. But Huybrechts with a 1-4-4 checkout just nicks it right back off him. But there's some serious work that needs to be done for Devon. Well, what's he going to try here? The 15s? Oh, double 10. Lovely.
70. $55.
Doesn't like that. I think he's going to have to go up towards the double 6, that top bit of the double 10. Yeah, there we go. Lovely adjustment. It is 4-2. It could have been 6-0. It feels like it's only a matter of time until Scott Williams gets to 6. Scott Williams going to the 12s there, either because he was scared of busting accidentally or because he wants 44. To get down to double 16. He's on double 16 and he's through to round 2. Lost the first 2 legs, won the next 6. He could have won it 8-0, truth be told, but Devon Petersen is still struggling. And the great African warrior finished well but could not score. And when you these this year, times are different. Cross for double 18.
66.
Stephen can't continue to miss if he harbours ambition of going through to the next round.
Tops again. This time he gets it. Stephen Burton hanging on in there. Now we've already seen on this streaming board you can be second best by 76.
He is one of those players, you know, that doesn't get anywhere near the credit he deserves for how good he is. And I was still playing on the Pro Tour 5 years ago. He was one of the names that I wanted to dodge. I didn't want to play him. Look at that. Beautiful 11-dart leg to take us all the way.
Look, I've waxed lyrical about how brilliant that 12-darter from Rob Cross was in the previous leg. He was under pressure there, but Stephen Burton's 11-darter absolutely magnificent as well. He will have the darts. 60. Can he make the most of it? His average is now pretty much...
He is a good visit behind with Cross already on a finish to finally get this job done.
80 scored.
He's going to set it up and get
92.
match darts. All Stephen Burton can do is hit big, ideally a max.
60.
Well, it's down to a finish, but it's probably irrelevant. Rob Cross, double 16 to win the game. It looked like it was going to be comfortable. It was anything but in the end. And that is credit to Stephen Burton, who produced some excellent stuff towards the back end of the match, but not quite excellent enough to overturn that 4-1 lead that Rob Cross had built up early on in the game. The two-time Euro in any event, whether it's Euro Tours, Pro Tours, whatever, top seed losing round 1 4 times running, and that has happened because Darren Webster has picked up a rare win this year, beating Dave Chisnell. Chizzy has gone out in round 1 every single day this week.
118.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that Dave needs to go back to Morecambe, have a couple of days off, figure out what's gone wrong this week, and then go to the European Championship
124.
as the #1 seed and just go there with a fresh head. Forget about this week. Zonneveld doesn't want to forget about today because he's 3-1 up, looking pretty good at the minute.
He started that leg with a 180 hit at Nentjes, and in the end he didn't even get a dart at double, and Zonneveld has managed to hold.
Looks like Kevin Burness might be going back to Q School in January.
Oh, what a leg of darts this is from the pair of them. Another treble makes things a lot easier. He hasn't got it, but 84 is a makeable shot. 139 is so hard.
Humphreys got it earlier in the week though, didn't he? In that game, he had Regatta in Price, one of the games of the week.
79.
Yeah, one of the games of the year on the Pro Tour, that absolutely sensational stuff. Here at Nentjes for a 4-visit leg. We thought a 15 darter might do it, an 11 darter definitely would. Or a 12. And it is double 12. It is a superb leg of darts from Geert Nentjes, who manages to break the Zonneveld throw for the first time in this match. He doesn't need to break it again as long as he holds.
This one's 4-4, and the game on board 2 is 5. He's already hit tops to get in front in leg number 9. Leg 10, it's double 10.
50.
Match chance gone for now.
He's been thrown at the ball the last few times. What are the odds he hits here and he's 15? Yeah, you knew it. You knew it. So he only gets 1 dart to save himself. And it's not enough.
61.
Not enough for Geert Nentjes. Neil Zonneveld, more match darts. He's missed 2 already. These can get awkward. These can get ugly. And that's why he's taking his time.
One shot for £750 in ranking money, which he gets. He's through to round 2, and with a little bit of extra pep in his step at certain parts of this game, he wins the last 2 legs of the contest, and with a super against prime Scott Williams from the middle of last year. I'd still find it very hard to figure it out.
98.
This could be the biggest shot of the match so far. Kim's missed his chance for the 15 darter. Scott would love one. Tops for him.
97.
He does exactly the same. Two 5s. Big dart. And he talks it in.
Game shot.
Not being shy today, Kim.
130.
Same recipe, Kim. Went a different way. I'm surprised.
89.
It's a bit of a scary number, 31.
Game shot.
Not to Scott Williams. 5-4 up. And now Kim has got to find his way to another hold of throw. And he knows it. He thought that going for the treble 17 would leave a finish, and he was wrong. Just how key is that going to be?
57.
Double top for Kim to take us all the way.
Game shot.
10 holes of throw. And now, will it be another, or will it be a break of throw with Kim Huybrechts going through pretty much favourite here to get a 6th hold of throw?
45.
However, there may be one more twist. There has been palpable tension in this game since the off.
102.
Great thinking from Huybrechts, thinking on his feet there. But will he get a look at 96? He will not. A great finish from Scott Williams, and that ensures 6 holes of throw in the contest, and winning the bullseye at the start was critical in the end, as Williams gets himself through to the board final. And he's not relenting.
142.
With that visit and Rob Cross's position, you have to fancy that Zonneveld is going to win this 6 legs to 2. Especially when Rob's starting on the 20s on 299. Match point Niels. Simple layup.
45.
He'll be back for tops again, which has been his most useful double in this second round match.
$94.
Double top.
Game shot.
And it's in the other corner this time. Zonneveld wins against Rob Cross by 6 legs to 2. And his charge for the World Championship is a positive one today. Nice little show of sportsmanship there from Rob. His week is over here in Barnsley. I'm sure he'll return in a week and a half in that World Championship race. And remarkably, for someone called Radek Sagansky, this time yesterday, he was not in the World Championship. As it stands now, he's in the last 16 again, and he's number 15 in the list of qualifiers. He has shot up that ladder
96.
like a world champion fireman.
Yeah, it's been remarkable, really, a remarkable success story and an example of how it can take one good day. That's a remarkable outshot from Neil Zonneveld. 1-2-4 on the bullseye, and Scott Williams is in a bit of trouble right now. Playing, you can't finish with 191. What he can do is set it up well. Treble 13 perhaps.
133.
Well, he's put Zonneveld under the pump now.
20 for tops. And tops has been his friend,
38.
but the single 20 isn't. What a chance for Williams to get that break back here. The mistake is made, and Williams makes him pay. And there's a huge last leg decider going on right now between Luke Woodhouse and Jeff Smith.
Yeah, it's been a big old shift this week. 4 consecutive days of tournaments. We are largely reverting back to blocks of 2 next year. There's a couple of blocks of 3 towards the end of the year.
Now this one's got a bit of a summer 2020 feel about it, when there were 5 in a row prior to
140.
a behind closed doors match play. And what does that cluster of events have in common with this one? Ryan Joyce won.
82.
Williams wins this leg. He will go ahead again. Well, treble 16 has not been a friend to him in the last couple of legs.
42.
He's just coming up short in another tight contest with someone from just over the channel.
Game shot.
And he's behind by 4 legs to 3, courtesy of that break of throw. Ricky Evans provisionally with a win. And they're still in the tournament. What are you doing here, Niels? I always say the best time to get a 9-dot leg is the last leg of a contest.
96.
Whether he hits it or not, he's looking good for the win.
But he's not going to produce it on this occasion. Might get another chance, who knows?
Yeah, maybe it's a good thing he didn't hit it, though. We were talking earlier about the curse of 9-darters. Scott Waits, Luke Humphreys on the European Tour. They hit a 9-darter. It didn't win another leg. However, that's why hitting it in the last leg is the best time, because you do win the contest and get the 9 data.
81.
180, 180, then 24. Can it be 117 to finish off? No, it can't.
57.
Scott Williams needs a biggie. Oh, it's just the wrong side of the wire.
75.
And the chance might just have evaporated.
Tops has been the tail for Zonneveld. It does have something to do with this checkout, because he's hit it en route to a match-winning shot on double 10. And Scott Williams, his week is over at the hands of Zigzag Zonneveld and Hughes. No win is easy, but when he's beating people in form, like Bunting, that gets my attention.
96.
An 11 darter against the throw would be an attention grabber as well. Oh, he went greedy. He hits the treble 9 instead of the treble 12. That leaves him 35 left.
Scored. No, 46 scored.
35 left. Oh, and that leaves double 9. That's icky.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mathematical malfunction from Sparidaans, and Woodhouse feel a bit more confident of pinning this 105 now.
Yep.
With the amount of ability that Jeffrey's got, considering what he's missed in that previous leg, it's almost like he was wearing his Christmas gonks hat.
Game shot.
Beautifully done, though. Most right-handers don't like double 9, but Jeffrey loves it right now because it's given him a break of throw.
Sparidaans for a double break. Double 2.
12.
Missed opportunity, perhaps.
That is a big missed opportunity. Look at his reaction. That's about as angry as I've ever seen Jeffrey. Typically, he internalizes a lot of his frustration, but he is devastated at missing those shots. Make him feel even worse, Luke. That's your job. The way he throws his darts, there's nothing in the way. It's just visual, this shot. It's line of sight.
Game.
See?
That is a cracking dart at tops, because I think...
As it looks, I think it's improved. I think it's at its peak right now. Oh, not again. Double 8 and Jeffrey Sparidaans are having a real spat today in this game.
Yeah, it's the worst one of the lot, busting 76.
97.
Just go treble 12 tops.
Just
Probably
go
hit
treble
that.
16 first and go for double 14. Or this way.
36.
My word. He's had so many chances. Woodhouse is like a cat right now with lives to spare.
Game shot.
This is a mental hurdle now for Sparidaans in 2 different departments. One, position either, which means he would have 342 points and he'd have at least 3 visits for it. Now, what does he want to do here? There's an argument for the bull
64.
because it gets him into 2-dart territory. I know it's a bit shifty with the old double 19 stuff there, but let's find out. Well, if the 60's blocked, the bullseye's the shot here. Good thinking.
65.
At least he gave it a shot.
Treble 18. Double 12. Takes a pause. And Luke Woodhouse does grind out a victory. It was far from a perfect performance from Woody, but he did enough. He showed mental resolve and fortitude to beat Jeffrey Sparidaans, who for the 5th time this season, when he's reached the last 16, exits. It's a painful last leg deciding. That's okay. Even though 80 can sometimes be awkward.
93.
Treble 20, double 10 is the aim. You're going to have to try and stack them. Doesn't need to move.
Game shot.
And he hits it. Lovely dart from Mickey Mansell. It is a break of throw. And he does go 2-0 up against Pikachu. Ross Smith is the first man through to the semi-finals. A 6-2 win against Ricky Evans. And he's playing some excellent darts today. Just under 103 to follow the 108 average in the last 16. Now that's careless from Pietreczko. Double 16.
20.
Well, he only gave himself one opportunity to get the double. He's missed it. If Mansell takes out Shanghai, Pietreczko might be waving the white flag.
Game shot.
Pietreczko unfurling the flag by the looks of things. Well on tee before pausing for a minute. Someone thought he could have left 99. Tops then for Mickey Mansell.
32.
Millimetres, perhaps even less than that, away from a place in the semi-finals. This to stay in it.
62.
I think he knows the game is up. So Mickey Mansell for the right to face Damon Heta in the semi-finals of Players' Championship 28. Wants his favourite tops and takes his favourite tops. A very accomplished display from Mickey Mansell against one of the men of the moment in Ricardo Pietreczko. But unfortunately for Pikachu, he just gave himself too much work to do. 6-1 victory for Mickey Mansell. An average of just shy 97. Damon Heta will have a tough assignment.
Made 3 finals and won 1. But Ross Smith leaves himself double 6 to level the match.
84.
And that's the problem with that particular route, because now he's on double 3, and even though he's 250 points clear nearly, he could end up mucking about a bit.
99.
Could split this, but
Yeah,
chooses not to. Chooses wisely, I should add.
Well, he's been firing in 180s all day, Ross. He's been firing in 180s all year. A smooth robot?
Yeah, I think that's possible.
Okay.
59.
Only down to 167. Dom Taylor will fancy his chances from here. And if 3-1 becomes 4-1, he's more than halfway to victory. And Ross Smith is in all kinds of bother.
99.
Well, Dom Taylor looks like he's forcing Ross Smith to take out these kinds of outshots, and it's not going to go.
Well, this is just an alien feeling to Ross Smith today. At no point today has he been in any kind of trouble. Nobody's put him under any kind of pressure because he's been too good. But Dom Taylor is doing. Dom Taylor is causing him all sorts of problems, and Ross Smith, he's shaking his head so hard it might come off in a minute. He'd made it harder for himself by being below it, so came down to the 19s, got both the trebles, and he's on a finish.
145.
But that's a brilliant shot from Dom Taylor. He was looking for the 170, the 145 will do.
And once again, Dom Taylor in a position where he's forcing Ross Smith to take big checkouts. It's another one that's not going to go.
110.
There's
Single
some
to
pressure.
double.
Some pressure on this. Is he up to the task? Dragged that, and he knows it, which is why he's just stopped to try and compose himself. Big dart, this. Oh, great stuff, Dom Taylor. And he might have to rely on it in a moment.
$99.
Treble 20, first line of attack. Has to be treble 17 now. Well, that first dart wobbled a bit.
57.
Dom Taylor has not done a great deal of missing in this game. Does he miss here? Whoa, he does, but not by very much. And look at the agony.
He's looking to the heavens. Double 16.
Game shot.
We don't need to add any words. Look at the reaction from Ross Smith.
This is good, isn't it? The underdog got his nose in front in what's probably the biggest game of his life. 64 in the last leg he took out. He only got one dart at double. He's only going to get one dart at double here. It's double 16 again.
35.
And he misses outside, and is Taylor close enough to make him pay? Took this out earlier on in the fifth leg to go 4-1 up in this match.
54.
Went double-double. This for a level game.
Game shot.
Ross Smith, last dart in hand, does take out double 16. We do have a level game. And now, best of 3.
But at least he was on the tour. He'd had some runs this year. Played some of the best darts we've ever seen from him this year. Dom Taylor.
68.
They just keep getting more ludicrous, these tales in Barnsley this week.
Well, it can't go now. Nervous, schoolboy-esque laughter from Dom Taylor.
Yep. 78.
This would be the checkout of a major champion, but it's not going to go.
59.
Three clear darts. And Dom Taylor takes his chance. It is 6-5 to the young man from Bristol. He has stopped this run of legs that Ross Smith put together.
100.
First to a finish, but Smith should get to a better one. He would love a ton 40. Oh, he has to get it from there.
$140.
And he duly obliges. Dom Taylor then to win in the most splendid of styles. Miles away. You don't need to be a fully qualified lit reader
99.
to know what Dom Taylor thought of that.
To take us all the way. He's not moving. Because you can see that bit of the double 8. A 17 darter is good enough. 6-6. It's a one-leg shootout between the rank outsider and the reigning European champion. Has at least found a way to give himself an opportunity. He's still got to take it. But Dom Taylor doesn't look like he's going to make it as hard as he possibly could in this last leg.
100.
To win with a 12 darter. Might start on the bull here. No, he chooses treble 20. leaves
Yep.
46.
89.
Simple 14 leaves his favourite double 16.
If it was a quarter-final, Dom Taylor would have won it. He was first to 6 legs. But it's first to 7, and it means Ross Smith gets the first match darts of this
96.
match. There is some pressure from Taylor, but Smith has managed to withstand the pressure, both from his opponent and himself. But he misses 3 for the match, and it's a nervous look to Taylor's score.
1-2-7 and game for Dom Taylor to get through to the final. He may only get 1 dart at the bull. He needs a big treble. He's got it. Double 8. Oh, he was millimetres away. Dom Taylor cannot believe his luck, because it was a perfect treble 20, a perfect treble 17. Both players left on double 8. And Ross Smith has broken Dom Taylor's heart. It was not the best display from Smith, but he showed grit and determination. He showed why he became a major champion at the back end of 2022. Dom Taylor thought he had his man. He was 4-1 up against Smudger